Hey guys, Danny Johnson here, and today we're installing the JLT Ram air intake for the 0304 Cobra. They also make a fender well version, the cold air intake, and since my car has a fender well one on it now, I'll also be removing that in the video. So if you have the JLT cold air intake going into the fender, this video may also be helpful. We're going to start by taking an 8mm socket, and we're going to remove the negative battery cable. Then with an 8mm as well, we're going to loosen the clamp for the intake at the throttle body. We'll also pull the vacuum line off of the PVC valve. There's also a vacuum line here coming off the back of the elbow, and so that just pulls straight out. The air intake temperature sensor is located here, which we'll unplug. We'll also unplug the mass airflow meter, and keep in mind that arrow needs to be the flow of the air when you're done with the project as well. So just pinch on this and remove that. 8mm bolt here that holds the airbox in. So we'll remove that. That's when you would just pull the airbox out for the 0304 Cobra. We'll also loosen the clamp above the mass airflow meter and remove that section of the elbow. You can take it all out in one piece, but this is just another way you can do it. This is where on my car with the fender well intake, I'm also going to remove the adapter here that goes to the intake. Then I'm going to pinch the filter and push it into the fender and remove the blocker plate. Now with a small bit, you can get a 1/4-inch drive socket and then take out the screw for the fender well. This way you don't have to lift the car up and remove the wheel. You can do that if you'd like as well, but this gives us access to the inside of the fender. Now there are intercooler lines back up in there that you're moving the filter around through, so please make sure you don't break one of the lines by forcing it through. So it takes a little wiggling, but you can get the filter out that way if it's in the fender. This is where you would install the new filter and then button back up the fender liner. So we'll put the screw back in and tighten that back down. Next, we're going to take our intake and put the coupler over the top. We'll get our 2 band clamps and put them over there. So these are just hose clamps. We'll put the coupler on the bottom as well and slide over the band clamp or the hose clamp for the bottom. Now on the stock intake, we need the air intake temperature sensor. So you're just going to grab it and pull it straight out, and we're going to replace it onto the new JLT system. So simply unplug that, find on the bottom of the JLT one, and plug it in with the plug facing the back of the vehicle. So we'll slide that into place. Now we're going to need our 4mm Allen as well as 11mm socket for ours. The 0304 Cobra may be a 10mm stock. We removed the mass airflow meter. Now on the mass airflow meter, we're putting the JLT gasket. Now the gasket's smaller than the hardware, so the best thing I found was to push the hardware through the gasket first and get those started. And then once that's in place, now we can take the JLT adapter ring and set it on top. We're going to flip this over, and with our 4mm Allen, we're going to screw these into the aluminum and just make sure that none of the gasket is poking out. When you start to tighten it down, sometimes it binds that gasket up and pinches it. So with it all smooth, now we can slide the air intake on and tighten down the clamp for it. Slide on the other coupler and tighten it down. Now we're going to slide on the elbow portion and make sure you have your clamp in place for that. So we'll tighten that down. This is what it should look like. Now we'll bring this entire system in and lower it down by the headlight to fit it down in where it belongs. We'll plug in our air temperature sensor. We'll plug in our mass airflow meter. And then from here, we'll put it onto the throttle body. From here, I'll tighten down the top clamp first so you have a good seal against the throttle body. For the second clamp, before tightening it down all the way, what I like to do is put my hand underneath the intake and between the strut tower, and that gives you the spacing that you're going to need as the engine rocks back and forth. There's a vacuum line, so we're taking the piece JLT gave us and we're adding it to our vacuum line, and then we're connecting that to the nipple that comes out from the elbow that's already installed on the JLT. So put that on, make sure that it's tight with no leaks there. Now we'll get our cover And we'll slide it between the expansion tank for the supercharger and slide it down into place to line up with that factory clip. The shield should fit underneath the lip right here and then be fastened down by the factory fastener. So this is what the ram air intake looks like. They call it a ram air because you can technically take the headlight out and air will ram directly into the filter. Wouldn't recommend that on the street because you need your headlights, but make sure none of these are touching your intercooler pump relay box or anything like that. So you want to look at all of the attachments that you've made. Make sure you still have clearance as the engine rocks back and forth so it doesn't beat up anything or break anything. And check your vacuum lines and all your attachments, and you can straighten out these clamps so that they line up and everything, but this was just to get it all in place the way that it should be. Now we're going to take our 8mm socket again and reattach the battery cable and start it up. The target air-fuel ratio for a supercharged car should be 14.7 idling and driving around normally, and then it should be around 11.2 at wide open throttle. So thanks for watching. Check the video description for more videos similar to this, and if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Thanks, guys.